The eagle, the Australian wedge-tailed eagle, has always been our totem, collective, for the whole clan, the Kirrawarong and the Kunditjmara. It's a strong bird, a bird of prey, a hunter. The eagle has always, to me, represented freedom.
And old people used to be haunted with the cries of the children going away over the hill in the motor car and screaming for their parents. And one old lady said to me, I can still hear some of them children screaming. It still haunts me.
Then they took the children away, took the children away, the children away. Snatched from their mother's breast, said this is for the best, took them away.
I suppose I just like people to know a little bit of the pain, a little bit of the hurt, you know? People just look at Aboriginal people and see one thing, you know? They don't know what we've been through. You know? They don't know. And they sit and judge. But they have to know. It has to be talked about. So that they may, I know they can't feel the pain in that, but at least see the pain, you know? And say, wow. Feel the pain, the hurt, and say, well. But I don't want people to feel so like guilty about it. I just want them to feel. You know, say, well, should be something done, or people should know. This story should be told. This history should be told. It's part of Australia's history.
Uncle Banjo told me before the children went away, life was good, life was free, not like it is today. Children running everywhere, and the trees.
Probably a white man thought it better for the children to be taken away, like they think, because they came into the hut and they looked for clean sheets, looked for food, and Aboriginals never had them things. They were living in poverty, you know. And the night, you know, went away, and his little sister ended up in Sydney, and she was killed in a motor car accident. And everyone was sad for them things, you know, because when they taken away, everything went wrong for the children that were lost. They're searching for their people in their homeland again, you know. And the night he's seen all these things. He lived with all Aborigines around the cities and seen the corruption there. and there was no hope for them, and Archie thought home of his bushland, and how good the old people was to him, and that sort of directed him the way he is now, because he sings them songs and tells the stories about what happened to his children, and many more other children too, Aboriginal. Some of them never ever came back again, don't know what happened to them.
It could have killed me. It really could have. It could have killed me. I could have been anybody. Russell Moore, for instance. It could have been me, Archie Roach, in Florida prison.
It is therefore the sentence of this court that you shall be put to death in the manner and means provided by law. May God have mercy on your soul.
I lost my son once before. I can't afford to lose him again. I lost him for 26 years, and by the looks of it, I think I might be going to lose him again.
So, and I think at times that, gosh, Russell Moore could have been any one of us. Now, it was later, he's younger than me, but it was a later time that he was taken. But it was part of the assimilation policy of the day. But, yeah, Munyana was written for Bev because I see my own mother when I see Beverly.
But this young girl just couldn't win. She got into trouble in Denaliquin. Had a lovely child way down in old Fitzroy. And the welfare came and took her baby boy. His one true mother who'd searched in vain for her son she'd never thought she'd see again. She received a phone call from Florida. They found her son and more bad news for Munyana. Hello, Russell, this is your mother calling. Please forgive me, I can't stop the tears from falling. You come from this land and sun above, and always remember the strength of your mother's love.
Any recollection of my mum and dad, I don't have many. I didn't even really know what dad or mum looked like. I've got a photo of Dad. He was so-called full blood. Framlingham then was a mission down near Warrnambool in the Western District of Victoria, where we used to live. It was just a tin, a tin shack, dirt floor, a couple of bags, Hessian bags for in the doorway. We took pride in it, I hear stories about my mother cleaning a dirt floor until it was hard as concrete and you could almost see your face in it. So I was taken away from Framlingham at, I might have been about 3. I spent the rest of my life in institutions until about 14 years of age, in foster homes. It was the most insidious, terrible thing to do to people. Even the Coxes, my last foster parents, I recently met up with my sister, my foster sister, Mary, She didn't know. She couldn't believe it when she found out. When I was living with them, I don't know, 20 years ago or so, they didn't know because nobody was told. It was one of the best kept secrets in Australia.
To me, he was a real brother, a natural brother to me. I never looked at him in any other light as being my real brother. We thought we were the only foster parents he had, but he had other foster parents for us, and they were very cruel to him. And that now I understand why he was so quiet, and I think this is why he, for a long time, he never ever asked for anything, or he just was so quiet.
I remember waking up in the morning, the first night I stayed, and I made me bed, you know, the way I'd been taught to make it. So cleaned up the area, had my pyjamas folded, and was dressed. And Mrs. Cox came in, and I stood beside the bed, hands behind my back, and she came in, and she yelled out to Mr. Cox to come in and have a look. I said, "Oh, they're going to be pleased with this," you know. And Mr. Cox come in, and they both stood there and looked at me and looked at their bed and everything. I had a big smile on my face. And I looked at them, and they looked sad, so I didn't know what they would look sad for. I thought I'd done something wrong. I started to get a bit worried. And Mrs. Cox just took me out and sat me down at the breakfast table and said, when you get up in the morning, just put your dressing gown on and your slippers, and all you have to do, and just come to the breakfast table. That's all you have to do. You know, it's the first time. You know, it's the first time that I felt good. It felt like a home. I remember as a boy a mama's love and a mama's joy. And I remember a mama's key.
He used to love to come around and watch us when we were singing, and I was with a church group that sang, and we played their guitars. And I remember one day we gave Archie a song to sing, and we took a photo of him singing, and he just loved it. He just loved music.
Oh, my beautiful child.
We always got together and sang songs, mainly spirituals or gospel songs, hymns. I go to church, you know, some Sundays, and I used to love just singing along when Mary was playing.
But you grew up too soon, far beyond your young years.
One woman got up and sang the song, just a woman on her own with a guitar. And it affected me that much that I wanted to play a guitar and sing ever since then.
You were always to blame, and they put you through hell.
I was at high school one time at school. I got a letter from this person. I was asked up to the head office, Archie Roach, Archibald William Roach, that was what he read out. It was addressed to Archibald William Roach. Archibald's my full name. William, I didn't know at the time where that came from. But Roach, you know, I started to wonder a bit about Roach and what the name was. But being the only Archie in the school, it had to be me. So even though we weren't adopted, although I thought I was just fostered out, I still used whoever I was staying with, I used their name. So I was always known as Archie Cox. But I went up to the office and he gave me, the headmaster gave me the letter. It was sent from this person, Myrtle Evans, 1 Toxteth Road, Glebe, in Sydney, New South Wales. And that I was even more puzzled. I said, well, I'm not sure if this letter is for me. And I opened it anyway and started reading it. And dear brother, just started with, dear brother, Mum passed away a week ago.
Tell me why did this go along like that? Tell me why they do that? Tore 2 hearts apart, let them bleeding all along. See them in a river made of stone.
I remember walking down Gertrude Street, from the top end, Nicholson Street, walking down towards Brunswick Street, the Champion Hotel on the corner. There's this guy standing outside the pub, and he'd been following me. He'd been looking at me ever since I came into view, I suppose, from Nicholson Street and all the way down, and I could see he was waiting for me. And he stopped me and said, "Oh, I'm sorry. From a distance, you look like Big Johnny Roach." I said, "Johnny Roach?" Said, "That's my brother. Where is he?" And this lad took off. This was about to ask him, where is he? He took off in the pub. And he came out with this woman, she was big then. She was really big. This big black woman. She came out with him and looked at me, and he said to this woman, "You know who this fella is?" And, I was thinking, oh, this has got to be, I wonder who this is, auntie, cousin. And Alma was the only one. Alma was my older sister. She was the only one that knew who I was. I mean, she just looked at me, and she looked at me for a minute, and I said, "Oh, that's my baby, Archie."
Archie and I drank around the streets of Fitzroy. We had parks, number 1 park, 2, 3. We drank down in a hole in the wall, a place in the hole in the wall, and we were just homeless together. Here I was sharing a life with a man. I thought, oh, come to Melbourne, find a man with a house, He was a man with a bush, so, but our friendship grew stronger because just an understanding of finding that peace in the park or something that, we found each other, he had the same story to tell. And, we drank, fought in the parks, we had a good time. And there was one day I didn't realise it. I was sitting on the hill and I was just finished a bottle of port and I was 4 months pregnant. I didn't even know, because no one there to care for me. And I said to Archie, I'm feeling sick because I just finished this bottle of port, McQueen port. Went down, they said, oh, you're 4 months pregnant, and sort of Archie was really wrapped, and we lost that child, a girl, and but we carried on because I said to Archie, I said, this is nothing. We've been through hell.
Yeah. People got problems, and I know that queries do. Yeah. Children got trouble, and women too. poor and the homeless, trying to get warm in this cold weather. But I know we can make it if we just make it together. Life is worth living if we just make it worthwhile. Yeah. Yeah. For everybody. For everybody. For everybody.
And the winner is Archie Roach for Charcoal Lane.
I really don't know what to say. Just that I believe in the future of this country. I believe that music has always been a great equaliser for a long time. I'd like to thank everybody at Mushroom Records, Paul Kelly, Steve Connolly, all the artists that performed on the album. I'd like to thank my mother and father, my wife and children. Just thank you very much, hey?
Yeah, I first heard about Archie through our guitar player, Steve Connolly, who'd seen him on Blackout. And we had a concert coming up at the time at the Melbourne Concert Hall. Steve said, Steve had seen Archie singing, they took the children away, and he said, oh, I just saw this great song on Blackout. This guy called Archie Roach. We should get him for the concert hall. And then he went on and did 2 songs in 20 minutes, and they were Beautiful Child and They Took the Children Away. And it was one of the most powerful performances I'd ever seen. You could hear a pin drop in the room.
I was sent to jail at 15, but of course I wasn't 15. I mean, I looked older for my age. Going to jail never worried me at an early age. It just seemed like a normal thing to do. We was up at Chuka for a while. I was just standing around outside the hotel, and this car pulled up. My friend was in it, in this car. She told me to get in. I said, I didn't know you had a car, mate. So I would end up getting charged for car theft or accessory or whatever they call it. So they sent me to Pentridge for about 18 months.
It's not so much the price, but the color of your skin, and don't let them harm your heart. They just want to see you fall. You can make a brand new start, because you've been right above it all.
I'm talking to these fellas. Aboriginal people, and even I do too. There's a need to be with your people no matter where you are, and sort of maintain some sort of community togetherness, even in jail.
You got other things you can miss out on too, but
yeah, I know. Don't try to think about it.
It's always hard talking to your people in prison. You can leave, you can walk away, you can walk out of those gates and they're still there. When I got out of jail, I was determined that I never ever wanted to go back again, not even for 14 days or for anything. It was hard time. It's very important to find out where you're from, what your roots are, what your history is. And I wasn't taught that, so I had to go and find out myself. I'm still finding out today. So I'm getting stronger as I go along.
and we'd all get drunk, oh so drunk, and maybe a little insane. And we'd stagger home all alone, and the next day we'd do it again. Have a revival in Charcoal Lane. I'm a survivor of Charcoal Lane.
To see Archie's songs as just political is to reduce the songs. They're much more than that. They're love songs and political songs at the same time. That's one of the extraordinary things about his songwriting.
Now I'm a man, now I am grown. I've got some lovely children of my own. And I remember Mama's words today. I love them all and I'll make them glad. And when times are hard and times are bad, I hope I'm strong enough to say, hush now babies, don't you cry. Things look better by and by. So dry your eyes and don't look blue. Keep on smiling, don't feel sad that there's not much for Mom or Dad. 'Cause come what may, there's plenty here for you. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Standing stop, please make them stop, burning in my brain. People that just passing by, they don't understand. They can't hear our mother cry, no, they can't feel her pain. What the hell for? You cut our mother, watch her bleed, and eat your yellow cake when everyone has had a feed. You can go and kill some more. Around, and tears fill up my eyes. I try to can't block out the sound of crying in my head. So take a walk with me, my friend. You might be surprised before our journey's at an end. You might even hear. Kiss her cheek and nestle at her breast. Then I hear my mother speak. She says, we're one, you and I.